welcome to our show. You are watching Pro Social at Livekhabar with Vidisha Roy. This is our third episode of our program, and our show is based upon the social issues that is raised and based upon our society. Through the medium of our show, we will link a bridge between awareness of the news among the society and the responsiveness of the authorities. Now, before stepping ahead, let's take a glimpse in our news content. Today's headlines are: Belgian tourist been harassed ruthlessly inside India, which bounded her to leave the country within 24 hours. Death penalty by Madhya Pradesh trial court to a teacher for raping a 4-year-old girl. Delhi witnessed one more rape case where a 16-year-old girl been gang raped and pushed off from the terrace. Minor boy of class 10 in Noida kills his own father, taking revenge for throwing him out of the house. A Belgian woman who had came to India in December went back to her country within 24 hours of her trip. She came to India as a tourist who been ruthlessly harassed by several incidents of India. After returning to her country, the victim wrote a complaint in the Belgium embassy, which further been shared in the Ministry of External Affairs. A case been registered and investigation has been started after the ministry wrote to Delhi police. The woman wrote that she landed in Delhi on December 6 around 4 pm, from where she bought a SIM card and reached New Delhi railway station, after which she took an auto rickshaw that took her to Minto Road, and the driver suddenly stopped in front of two men who showed her false ID cards of police and told her that she cannot proceed further without permission from the tourism police. The two men gave her an address of police center. Then the auto rickshaw driver dropped her off a few minutes later at a spot where there were 6 men in uniforms. The victim was forcefully shown videos of violent protests that was happening live. Then among those said to remove her gold jewelry from her body, otherwise it would be stolen and she would be hurted badly. And this is not the end of the story, because the confirmation of her hostel booking was also been cancelled, which was later found fake and plotted, which made the lady feel more insecure. As a result, she booked her flight the very moment and left India next day within 24 hours. In the complaint to the police, the ministry wrote that the woman was harassed by several people, including an auto rickshaw driver and travel agency. A hotel as well as fact police forces was been plotted. Such incidents portray a bad image of all the Indians, thereby discouraging tourists to visit India. This is what has been stated in the complaint. Deputy Commissioner of Police, New Delhi, Madhur Verma said, based on the complaint, a case was relevant sections on Delhi Prevention of Tourism and Malpractices Against Tourist Act and cheating has been registered on Saturday. The police are also looking into the places which has been mentioned by the victim in her complaint. India is so far recognized as the best tourist spot for everyone, and the slogan of Atithi Devo Bhava overspeaks the humble feelings of every Indian towards their guest. So this kind of activity in India with the tourists coming from other countries is unacceptable. In fact, which kind of malpractices should rather create a insecure feeling among every individual and may affect the level of tourism in India. Tourism in India is important for country's economy and growth. Even it is providing employment facilities to many citizens. For the very first time, a trial court in Madhya Pradesh has issued a death penalty against a school teacher who has been convicted of raping a 4-year-old girl. Law officer Ashok Singh said that the convict will challenge the death penalty in the Supreme Court in Jabalpur Central Jail. The execution date has been fixed for March 2, 2019. The convict can also file a mercy petition for the President of India, and the death warrant will be executed only after all the available legal remedies are exhausted. He was sentenced to death under the recently produced Indian Penal Code IPC section 376 AB, raping a minor of 12 years of age. The convict drunk at the time and had gone to the girl's house on July 1st, 2018. Yes, we are talking about the incident happened last year, to meet her father. After some time, Mahendra Gond came back and found the girl alone on a small bed. He took her to the nearby field where he raped and dumped her. But after, when the girl's father returned and did not find the daughter at his home, the family filed a missing complaint for her daughter. Later, they found their body lying in the bushes. The girl was seriously injured in that incident and was admitted to a hospital in New Delhi. After which Mahendra Gond was arrested by the police and a charge sheet was filed against him. Madhya Pradesh was the first state to enact a law in December 2017 providing for death penalty for rapists of minor girls below 12 years of age. The center has brought an amendment in the IPC to punish the rapist of girls below 12 years of age with death last year. One more gang rape case has been filed in Delhi, which is so relevantly make us remind about India's brave daughter Nirbhaya, who been brutally gang raped in Delhi on 16 December 2016. The victim went missing after her job training in Connaught Place on 16 January 2019. After her relatives logged a missing complaint at Connaught Place police station where they told that she was found injured in Karol Bagh and was admitted to the hospital. By the time they reached the hospital, the girl had been moved to Safdarganj Hospital. DCW Delhi Commissioner for Women Chief Swati Maliwal has issued a notice to the police and have asked for reasons why the relevant charges were not pressed. The commission pulled up the police for reporting about the horrific incident. The girl's statement could not be recorded as she stumbled before gaining enough strength to talk with the police. The police said that happened information about the injured girl on the morning of 17 January, but there were no eyewitnesses found later. Swati Maliwal assured that the commission will provide full support to the victim's family and they will get full justice. The victim was from a very poor background and her father had expired a few years back. The commission will give full support to the family. More than 5 girls been raped each day in India's capital city and it should be stopped forever, but there is no as such safety measures been taken yet. A 15-year-old boy allegedly murdered his father with a lid of a milk can in Noida on Saturday night. The incident occurred in Dankor. The police said the boy allegedly attacked his father around 9:30 p.m. with an aluminium lid. According to the police, the boy took the revenge from her father who thrown him out of his house 6 months ago. Family relatives revealed that the 45-year-old deceased, who worked as a farmer and ran a dairy business on the sides, shared a complaint relationship with the son. The man's son-in-law said that even though family had accepted the boy was left bitter by the incident and took back revenge after his father came back. Father of 2 daughters and 2 sons, the man was reported an alcoholic who also drove her wife away. Her son and an unmarried daughter left behind. The man sustained major injury after his son thrashed him with the aluminium lid and was rushed to Kailash Hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. A case under Section 302 murder of IPC was registered against the accused. He was detained and sent to an observation home after being produced before a child welfare committee on Monday. That's all for today. Keep watching Pro Social at Live Khabar.